Thank you for joining me today. This is our 12th yoga practice. I will be sharing this out on the YouTube. So take a moment to come to sit or lie. I invite you to close your eyes. I invite you to arrive in the space that you're in. And whether you're sitting or lying, take a few moments to check your physical body. Check in with your emotional body. And please honor that space that you reside in today. So I'm going to read you from Zach Beach's book, 108 Shavasana Poems, Holy Day. You are sacred. Your life is sacred. There is a hidden holiness to all that is. Leaves are our prayer flags. Winds send divine scriptures through the air. Psalms are delivered daily on our breaking waves. Your commute is a pilgrimage. The morning alarm clock sings its hymns as you begin your daily ritual. The warm shower baptizes your childhood dreams and innocence. The leaky faucet drips rosary beads, forgiven by the drain. The refrigerator turns on and quietly ohms. Faith is knowing that you are privileged to never go hungry. And every smile that we can offer becomes a blessing. And this day, if you allow it, will be a slow revealing of your true destiny. Holy Day by Zach Beach. So today I'm joined by my two dogs, Gypsy and Nara. So if you hear any extra sounds, that's just the doggies around. Please find yourself coming up to standing. Have any equipment that you may be necessary to use today nearby, bricks, wrist supports, a folded blanket for your knees, and come to stand into Tadasana, feet together or a little apart. I invite you to bring your hands in front of your heart and close your eyes. And begin to feel the feet grounding on the floor, rooting down, firming the skin, the muscles around the bones. Being aware of the shape of the pelvis and that pelvis as a container. And how our internal organs sit within that container, separated by the diaphragm. Above the diaphragm, the heart, the lungs. And how the limbs extend from that central container, and the crown of the head reaches towards the sky. And as we allow our mind and our senses to drop down towards our breath, the breath that is breathing you now, I'd like you to create a diamond shape with the palms of the hands and just place them on the lower belly. Softening your elbows, softening your hands. Visualize a light entering through the palms of the hands, that diamond shape in as you inhale, and extend that light out on your exhale. Using your mind, your visualization, Breathing in light, exhaling out light. As we next inhale, I want you to turn the palms forward and raise the arms to the height of the heart. And inhale, draw them slowly back to the height of the heart, where we visualize we can exhale love through that diamond space, and then inhale back love in. Our next available exhale presses the palms forward and raises them to the height of the brow, or inhale draws that diamond space back to place the space between the eyes. Visualizing intention, focus, clarity. Exhaling through this diamond space, inhaling focus, intention and clarity back in. Our next available inhale, let the arms just float down by the sides of the body. And as we inhale, let's start to collect the breath wide and round our whole body. And let the exhale draw that breath through the crown of the head, down the whole of the spine to the base of the coccyx. With the flow of breath rising on your inhale, exhale, allow that breath to enter through the crown of the head, down the center of the spine, out through the base of the coccyx. Light, slow, gentle, deep inhale and exhales through your nose. On your next inhale, curl the back of the palms together, raise the arms up through the center line. Rotate the palms together, allow the fingers to touch and connect, and then externally or internally, I should say, rotate the palms, arms of the hands, draw them down. Inhale, raise through your center line. Internally rotate the whole columns of the arms and allow that circling on your exhale. Twice more. And as we finally finish the end of that exhale, be still. And then stepping the feet just a little bit wider. Wider maybe than your hips. And we're just going to shrug the shoulders down, the arms down, the neck can free away from those shoulder tips. And then turn the palms to face down, sweep the arms up and back. Inhale, exhale. Softening the knees if it feels okay for you, swinging or having the knees soft. And we take one forward and one back. And we start to rotate that spine. So turn the head with the softness of the arms and the softness of the knees, and then let those arms now float around the body and stabilize and root down through the feet. The sacrum, the pelvis moves and shifts just a little bit around with you. Keep the crown of the head directly over the groin. You can have your eyes closed, you can have your eyes open, your choice. And when you're ready, come slowly to a standstill. Notice how you feel. Stepping the feet gently together, palms of the hands in front of the heart. Let's inhale, draw the arms up through the center line, and if it feels right for you, touch your pointy fingers on the back of the heart. On your exhale, come down the center line, please bend your knees, drop the base of the skull. Take your right leg back, lift chest, float your arms up. On your exhale, allow a downward facing dog. Let's just pause in downward dog. Let's soften the skull, the front and back. Let's hug the shoulders in. Let's spread your palms. Release any tension from your brow, from your lips, from your tongue. Heels rise, your right leg steps forward. Arms float to the sky. And on your exhale, back leg steps front. Let's rise on an inhale through chair. Let the arms sweep wide and up. Palms touch. Fingers may come to the back of the heart. And then down to the center front heart. Repeat, left side, inhale. Softly bow down, soft knees, back of the skull, front of the skull, soft. Inhale, left leg back, raise your arms to the sky. On your exhale, take a downward facing dog. Take a breath in downward dog. Exhale it completely out. Find and set your pose. Your next available inhale, left leg, step it in between the hands, drop knee, float the arms to the sky. Exhale, standing forward fold, soft knees, soft skull. Inhale, raise through chair. Sweep the arms round, palms find each other. Fingers touch the back of the heart, hands come to the front of the heart. So we're going to just slightly break that down and not add a downward facing dog. Exhale, cross the last three fingers, sweep up, inhale. Take your forward fold on your exhale. Inhale, take the right leg back, arms float to the sky, touch the back heart. Now step forward into a forward fold, the arms release into a shoulder opener. And then rise on your chair to sweep to the sky. Hands come together, touch the back heart, exhale, come to the front heart. Left side, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, left leg, step it back, rise. Exhale, step it forward, standing forward, bend. Sweep arms wide, coming through chair up into mountain. Hands come to the front heart. Pause. Recovery breath in. Recovery breath out. As we repeat, right side again. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Left leg back, step forward. Forward bend. Inhale, sweep up into chair. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale, left leg, step back. Exhale, left leg steps forward. Inhale, rise to the sky. Hands come to your front heart and be still. I invite you to close your eyes, connect with your breath. So let's coming into a low lunge. Sweep the arms through the center line. Exhale, take a forward fold. Inhale, step right leg back. And find a little bit of support for that right knee and arrange the right toes back. Hands onto the top left thigh. Press the flesh of the thigh forward as you hug the hips and settle and ground down. You set your pose here. So on our next available inhale, let your arms float up to the sky. Palms touch. You can touch the back of the heart, or you can clasp the hands and support the base of the skull. With your next available exhale, left elbow lengthens down to the left side of the body. And make sure that you're not dropping the head forward. You're just able to feel that whole openness in the front chest and the stability of the limbs and the hips hugging. If you can, interlace, moving on from here, and extend the pointy fingers over to the left. Pause in the pose, not in the breath. Bring the body back up to upright. And as you exhale, take yourself into a downward facing dog. From downward dog, pause, set yourself in this pose. If down dog doesn't suit you today, please tap your knees down and always come into a rest position in between. So meet me in downward facing dog. And as we look forward to the front of our mat, we can raise both heels, we can bend our knees and we can step, or we can tiptoe, or we feel ready to jump. Your feet between the hands, please do. Folding down into Uttanasana, standing forward fold, soft knees. Grounding down through the roots of the feet. Soften the hips, weight into the heels and hips more. Rise up into chair. Palms find each other, thumbs come to the back of the heart. Thumbs come to the front of the heart. Left side. Inhale. Exhale, come down the center line, bend your knees, forward fold, soften skull, soften brow. Inhale, take the left leg back, place some support under the knee and arrange the left toes back. Place the hands onto the front right thigh and stay. making sure that right hip is hugging back and lengthening. Inhale, arms sweep up. Fingers touch the back of the heart, or you can simply clasp your hands, opening the elbows wide. As you next exhale, laterally extend to your right hand side. Keeping that left armpit, left shoulder, left elbow open. Pointing the fingers over towards the right hand side on your next exhale. Bring the body back to upright. Exhaling, standing, forward bend. Soft knees, soft head, soft brow, soft skull. Gentle breath, inhale, rising up into chair, into mountain. Palms find each other, thumbs may or may not touch the back of the heart. And then come to the front of the heart, closing the eyes. Let the breath marinate the whole of your system. And so we'll take that same theme and do Virabhadrasana 1 with that same movement. So finding yourself on your mat with about maximum the width of 2 knuckles between the feet, between the balls of the feet. Hands onto the pelvis, which is neutral, and step your left leg back. And please check your feet, set your pose, ground your feet, and draw the right hip back. Inhale, raise the arms towards the sky. And as you exhale, your right shin, your right knee presses forward as the whole back thigh stabilizes you. As you next inhale, take the hands back behind to touch the back heart and clasp the back of the skull, elbows wide. Inhale. Right elbow lengthens down to the right side of the body. Left armpit, left elbow press back. And on your next available exhale, interlace the hands. Pointy fingers extend up towards the right hand side. And so from your left middle finger to the outer edge of the left back heel, you feel stable and that connecting line of energy. Bring the body back to upright. Hands come down to your pelvis, front knees. Stay soft, back heel lifts up, and step your back foot in to the front. Come back into neutral feet, neutral pelvis. Inhale. Right heel, right toes lift, step back, right leg. Please check the positioning as you set your preparation pose. Sweep the arms to the sky on your inhale. Exhaling Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. All that is being required of you is to find that breath in the stability of this pose. Quiet, gentle, light, slow, deep breaths in and out through your nose. Hands come to the back of your heart. Cradle the back of the skull, elbows wide, inhale. And as you next exhale, bring that left elbow down to the side of the left body, keeping the right armpit, right elbow back. Stay firm in your feet. Stay still in your gaze. Stay steady in your breath. Exhaling, pointy fingers open towards the left hand side. Your next available inhale, whole trunk rises to the sky. Hands to your pelvis, lift the back heel up, step the back foot in, and step the feet together. And hands come to the front heart. I invite you to close your eyes. Check back into the breath. Dropping the hands, coming into wide angle pose for 3 poses on our side lateral. So when you're ready, bend your right knee, turn the right foot out, check the heels are in line, you set your feet. Arms float to the height of the shoulders on your exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn the gaze to look royally over that right middle finger and find the back left thigh spiraling outwards and whole thigh hugging the bones. We're simply going to windmill backwards into reverse warrior 2 as we inhale. And as we next exhale, that right forearm simply rests onto that right thigh and the left arm sweeps up or into the shape and length of the horizon. Inhale back into reverse warrior 2. Exhale, extended triangle. One more round of breath with the movement, inhaling, floating back into reverse warrior 2. Exhaling, coming forward into extended triangle. Rising to the sky, straight right leg, lower the hands down to your pelvis, which is neutral. You haven't left it out to the side. And then bend that right knee, turn the foot parallel, and let's do the same on the second side. Arms float to the height of your shoulders, inhale. Widen your wings, exhale. Virabhadrasana 2, looking royally left. Widen from fingertip to fingertip. Shoulders soft, gaze steady, breath, sensation audible. As the tongue sits comfortably behind the 2 front teeth, we come back into reverse warrior 2. We're extending to extended triangle, forearm to thigh, right arm to the sky or to your horizon. Twice more. Inhaling, floating back. Exhaling, extending forward. Inhale, float back. Exhale, extended triangle. Ground your feet, spread them wide, rise safely towards standing. Hands to your pelvis, bend that knee. Turn those toes to face inwards and just slowly bring the legs in and in any way you wish. And let's come down to sit on the ground. You may choose to kneel, sitting on your hips. You may choose to sit cross-legged and just hold onto your knees and round the back of your upper back and the whole of your lower back, just looking down to the navel, drawing the navel back. And as we inhale, drag your hands onto your knees, lift and broaden the throat and front chest, softening the shoulders back. Rounding with an exhale. Inhale to open. Rounding on your exhale. Inhaling to open. And then just slowly float yourself down. Rest your head on the back of your hands or the ground or a brick. And you may want to pull some shapes with your face. You may want to loosen any grip of your jaw or your teeth or tongue. And come down to sit on your hips with your right leg on top. If that is not available for your hips, then you may find you'll need to extend your left leg forward or simply tuck it by the side of your right hip. So 2 sit bones down, hands onto your shins, support the spine, rise up as you ground the pelvis down. Inhaling, left arm reaches to the sky, and as you exhale, simply rotate the ribs off towards the right, and either find a bind with your left elbow on the outer right thigh, or hug that leg into you. Turn the head all the way around to the right, letting the belly and the rib cage follow, and then keeping the rib cage and the belly to the right. Slightly derotate the neck. Your right fingertips, the palm of the hand can connect. And then turn the gaze to look forward to the front of your mat. Every inhale creates space in the bones in the spine. Every exhale, that soft, subtle rotation. The whole body on your inhale faces the front of your yoga mat, and you slide that right leg over just a little more. If it means that you may need to raise the hips up with a brick or a cushion, or your blanket support, please do. You may find you can place your hips on the ground. Hands in front of the heart, Gomukhasana pose. Our arms float wide like wings. And we take our left arm on top and give ourselves a hug, wrapping the arms as round as we can, rounding the back. Gazing down towards your navel. Letting your next inhale lengthen your spine and either single wrap the arms or double wrap the arms. Lengthen the base of the skull, soften the front of the skull. I invite you to close your eyes. The arms float to the sky on your inhale, wrapping gently around each other. And then fold the left arm behind and catch your bicep. Or you may take Ganesh Mudra behind your shoulders and head with your clasp of your hands. Or you may find you want to take the right arm down into the full bind, keeping the head completely and utterly neutral. Option here, option to be here, option to be here. One more round of breath here. And then allowing the arms to release and your body to fold forward. So placing the hands, if possible, connecting on the palms of the feet or the soles of your feet. So your palms and soles connect. And then bowing forward. And you can choose to just rest over, or if it's available to you, the brow may rest onto a brick or two. or you may choose to stay upright. Your next available inhale, you raise. And I always transition around from here. You have option to just simply change the legs over, or if you wish, you can take yourself over to the left, raise the hips and just spiraling around. So we end with the left leg sitting on top. Right leg bent or right leg straight. As long as your two sit bones under your pelvis are connecting. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, turn the ribs to your left. Hook the elbow or tap it, or hug that leg to you. Left fingertips or palms down by the back. Rotate the rib cage as far as they will with the head, and then spiral the neck gently and the head forward to gaze to the front of your mat. Allowing your inhale to create space between the bones of your spine. The exhale to rotate the ribs towards the left. Your next available inhale brings your trunk to face the front of your mat, and you simply cross that left leg further over, raising the pelvis if necessary, or keeping the hips onto the ground. Palms together in the front heart, widen them on your inhale. And then cross the right arm over, give yourself a hug. Bring your chin to your chest, dome the space in the back body. Raising on your inhale the upper trunk, the arms to either single wrap or double wrap. Pausing here, breathing gently, fully, softly through your nose. Allowing the shoulders to slide down the back. On your next inhale, the arms untangle and float to the sky, where we fold our right arm behind to cup the back of the skull, and the left hand can clasp the elbow. Option to stay here. The left fingers can clasp the right into Ganesh Mudra, and the arms can stay here. Or option to take the full bind behind the back, keeping the whole skull neutral. One more round of breath. Let it all go. Palms find the soles of your feet. Lift and broaden the front chest, and as you exhale, bow forward. Simply resting the back at the head, or if it's available to you, find a brick and place the front brow resting onto that brick. Inhale to rise. And then slowly bring the soles of your feet together. Pause for a moment. Letting your next available exhale fold you forward. So in cobbler pose, we fold ourselves forward. And we release once again that skull rounding the back. Taking a moment just to turn inwards. Using a brick if it's available here. Letting it become a restorative pose. Or you may find if your head doesn't reach the ground, you simply let the head rest where it can. Inhaling to raise the upper trunk and slide the legs forward. Hands down by the sides of your pelvis, palms facing down, fingers forward. So I'm slightly going to lower my gaze down to the ground. So as I raise my arms, my gaze stays low. And any issues with my hamstrings or lower back, I bend my knees and soften as I fold forward to find a clasp around the feet or your ankles, or just simply rest the arms down by the sides of your shins, palms facing uppermost. And again, you have an option to stay there, or placing a brick if necessary onto the shins, or even a cushion, so that you can really relax the base of the skull, the front brow connecting the eye of consciousness. One more round of breath. The head rises with your inhale, the spine rises, the whole body rises with an inhale. And then please take a moment to lie yourself down onto your back. Find a covering if necessary and lie into the pose of Shavasana, the arms away from the sides of the waist. The legs a little wider than the hips and pelvis. If you need any blankets or covering, please cover yourself now. And I invite you to close your eyes and stay here for as long as you wish.